Well, go on traders, Yardie Traders here again. Alright guys, as you know, I give it to you straight. The good, the bad and the ugly. And we got a lot of hype yesterday, coming into yesterday that the stock is gonna make a move and an announcement would be coming out at 2 p.m. So did we get that announcement? So if you look at my chart here guys, so this is right before 2 p.m. and this is 10 minutes before 2, and look at what happened. The stock dropped. So we dropped from 88 cents all the way down to 72 cents. So what happened yesterday? Did we get the news? So let's just dive right into it here. So as you can see on Yahoo Finance, the stock fell 6% yesterday. Pre-market is down almost 0.5%. There is no news, no new news that came out on Yahoo Finance. So at least I would expect anything related to Muln would come out on Yahoo Finance. So did a little bit of deeper dive. I found a video that Lawrence did a little bit of live stream yesterday, so I'm gonna play some of it for you. So hang on a sec here. Make sure my volume is up. I'm not gonna play everything because I think it's kind of basically the same that has been said before, but it's just kind of explaining what happened yesterday. And this video is courtesy of Business Dad. So let me just jump right into it.
As I mentioned, I was going to give you guys an update today regarding where we are. I want to first of all give you a status of everything where we are, and to just ease some of the things that's out there. You know, there's people out there saying all kinds of things that's untrue. I don't know where they're getting information. Ours is not discussing anything, and I just want to clarify something as we speak right now. First and foremost, Mullins Automotive and we have a tentative agreement. We are working out the final details of our agreement, which is very positive. And at that point, when we complete that, hopefully it'll be this week, we'll be making major announcements, okay? And one of the things that I wanted in my agreement is the newly formed subsidiary that we formed. I want to be separate from Mullins. Whatever business that Mullins conducts, that's Mullins' business. I don't get into Mullins' business. I'm focused on the subsidiary that Mullins and I share 51.49%. So once again, the revenues go through Mullins, 51.49% through the subsidiary, okay? Meaning the deals that we have, that I have, that I've been working on, the Middle East, I was working on these deals before Mullins ever come in the picture. We're doing a partnership, okay? Now, are there deals in the Middle East? Absolutely yes. There's about 3 deals in the Middle East. There's a couple of deals coming from other parts of the world. This is tentative. We already committed. The deals are committed, so nobody can bag out, okay? The Saudi deal, there's other things. Matter of fact, when everybody's questioning about going to Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, we do have a deal now that's coming out of Lebanon, okay? A couple more members of my team flew to Lebanon a couple of days ago. Me going to Saudi, I am very reluctant to go to Saudi. I wish not to go, but I'll have to go at some point. My purpose of going to Saudi Arabia is not to close the deals that's already tentative agreed upon. It's actually to go and train people how to install our technology on their vehicles, okay? That's number one, Okay, uh, these deals are such a large amount. I made it clear to the lawyers. I don't want to be out here making announcements. We want us to wrap up our deal that we have with Mullins this week, and then let these companies make the announcements so that you guys will have more faith in them. And then some of you guys will circulate something that happened to me 30 years ago. Let me just say something to you guys. All of the companies we're doing business with, they know about it. They honestly don't give a squat about what happened to me 30 years ago, whether it was wrong or right. They want the technology. We do have an international manufacturer. I told them as of yesterday, when we were completed with the deal May 31st, I told some of y'all want us to rush and do things just to appease some of you. Some of you want us to rush because of your shares or whatever. However, I just want to make note. I don't have any shares in Mullins. I have no intentions of buying any shares. I want to stay independent, okay? So back to the manufacturer, okay? We've already been working with the manufacturers probably 8 months prior to Mullins coming in. And we're going to mass produce the products. Everything has been approved. We're going to mass produce the products to provide to Saudi Arabia and other countries in the Middle East, because they're in their agreements, they're tentative, going to put a plant in Michigan. You guys know that's not overnight. They don't come over here and build a plant and it's up tomorrow. So we have to supply them with our technology. I mean, we may be doing that for 2-3 years. I don't know how long it's going to take them to put a plant in Michigan. However, every unit sold is a partnership with me and Mullins. 5149. Okay? Mullins will be using their our technology on their vehicles. As you may or may not know, the technology was tested on Mullins vans. Certified, EPA certified tests. I provided to.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna pause it here. So all that is Lawrence is saying we have kind of heard before. So as you heard in terms of what he's saying, sounds like there are deals in the making, but there was no big announcement that we were expecting yesterday. So hit me up in the comments what you think in terms of where Muln will go. This came out also yesterday on this website, Frank Nez, and it's saying analyst says Mullen stock is now a big red flag. So I guess with all the before I even read this, you gotta take these news statement with a grain of salt, because a lot of times you'll get some news reports that tries to push down the stock in terms of trying to get it a little bit cheaper. But as I said, take it for what it is. So this report is saying a family office analyst, which is kind of weird, says Mullen Automotive stock is now a big red flag. The chief investment analyst in a small family office registered in Singapore says that Mullen Automotive should only be seen as a speculative trade for probability of a short squeeze. And he said, in my opinion, Mullen stock can only be a speculative instrument for short-term trading, and the only serious risk to my sell rating is the percentage of shares outstanding sold short. So I won't go into it, but it's on the radar of a lot of persons. It's saying also that if Mullen experiences even the slightest positive news, or the company CEO goes public again with a loud statement like the one about solid state batteries, the stock will likely experience a strong short squeeze. So was kind of disappointing in terms of lack of any news, so to speak, yesterday. Going through other threads, I think Lawrence is saying that the news, he's waiting for the three individual companies to make their own announcement, not Mullen, with regards to the partnership with Mullen or what will be coming up. but in terms of the big news we're looking for, did not happen yesterday. So as I said yesterday in my video, watch and see what happens at 2 o'clock first before you go and do anything in terms of not for providing financial advice, but do not I said I would not be loading up anymore on Muln until I see the stock actually started moving upwards. And as you can see, what happened yesterday, the stock fell. So we are almost back down to the all-time low. So let's see if there's anything on the options. So wow, there's a lot of call volume that came in yesterday, 50,000 compared to puts of 11,000. So a lot of people kind of loaded up yesterday. In terms of for Friday, it's basically average 16,000. For next week, 8,000, and for the following week, 29,000. So yeah, I'm very disappointed with lack of news, but with Muln you can expect anything, but we are hoping that at least sometime soon we'll get some positive news coming out, because I think with all the partnerships happening, at least there has to be some validity to like Randy Marion, being in business with Muln. There has to be some validity with that, and with the the government contract with rapid response. There has to be some validity with that, but I guess everything takes a little while to happen. But as I usually say, we just wait and see what happens, and hopefully we get some good news coming out. Alright guys, that's kind of what I have for you for today. So as usual, if you like this type of content, don't forget to hit the like, don't forget to subscribe. Take care guys.